What's good? What's good? What's good? Oh my days. Yo, if you knew how long, I started. Well, first of all, can we acknowledge the lighting, right? Look at that. You know what I'm saying? You got green, you got pink. What is this? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. You know the normal. Good. You know what I'm saying? That's a bit boring. But yo, man, it's lit. And then what vibe am I feeling? So I finally paired up. If you don't know how smart, I don't really do the LED stuff. It's cool, but I kind of like just the ball. I could be like, "Hey Siri, turn off lights." Look at that! Hey Siri, turn on light, man. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't lie. I've been struggling out here, man. I wasn't able to get that thing working for a minute. We're back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're back. Yo, so this stream, yeah, just kicking it, chilling. Lately it's been a minute, yeah. I haven't had like a real, how'd you put it? Like so much been going on, and I've just been on like a journey, a process of kind of just recentering myself, like realigning myself with like who I am, what I need, for myself, the direction I want to go, because one thing I'm realizing about life is like it's so it's really good at trying to pull you multiple ways, especially if you don't stay like in alignment with yourself, and constantly for myself I see it because it's like when if you're one of those people, yeah, sometimes everybody doesn't always have everything figured out straight away in it, but when you try to, I guess, steer yourself in a certain way, life has a way of trying to pull you. I wouldn't necessarily say pulling you back, but trying to throw distractions your way or suggestions. It could be like work, it could be people, friends, family, and it's not necessarily a personal thing. It's just life in general has this. It's like if you don't, my belief is if you don't show life and like kind of reiterate to life who you are and who you want to be, life will try and like show you who you are or try and tell you who you are. And I feel like it's very easy to get distracted, like as I said before, with things that go on outside of your control. And I think for myself, the past while, I've just been, I guess you could say, practicing like detachment, learning to like let go of like what I can't control, And it's a process, it's a journey, right? But I think it's a necessary thing, especially when you find yourself like a driven person naturally, someone who's maybe even a little bit stubborn, yeah, man. So I think one thing I'm gonna do on this stream is a bit different. I want to look at, I want to say motivating, but like I said, things going on outside of control. I'm trying to stay creative and stay motivated, I'm not even trying to, I aim to stay creative and inspired and motivated. So that's what we gonna do. So we're gonna look at 1 second. I'm gonna get up. So it's not like the basic reactions today. Where we start off? Let's see Rick Rubin. He loves to chat a lot, like in a good way. Not, I mean, he ain't trying to be bad about it. He likes to say stuff and things. So we're gonna see Rick Rubin, right? Cool. As you can see, Rick Rubin. Let's see what he is saying.
If you want to live in a creative way, which will benefit everything in your life, be a better person in your family, be a better, if you're starting a new business, do a better job of starting a new business. It's all the same. I don't really know anything about music. It's more a way of looking at the world and wanting it to be the best it could possibly be and doing whatever it takes to be the best it could possibly be and being true to knowing that no one else knows. I'm not saying I know, but that everyone's idea is as valuable as mine.
I think that's very sorry, I just hit the mic. That's a very good point. I can't lie. Um, when I was starting off with the music thing, and this really goes for like any creative endeavor, there's definitely times where you gotta like listen, to or pay attention to what's going on. But I think one thing is also just as important is knowing what information to take in, because like I said, people life it will try and like pull you so many different types of ways. So you could have an idea of something particular you want to do, and I guess like friends, other creatives, this and that, they be like, oh, you should do it like this because this is how this works, or this is what people are doing, or this is the next thing. And sometimes like you gotta kind of remember that you're yourself, and it's cool to be, how'd you put it, inspired, but if you're not gonna put your own twist on things, then it's not even following a blueprint at that point. It's just what's the word? It's just regurgitating what's already been done. It's just trying to replicate what's already been done. And I remember one person when I was living in the UK, one of the guys, he said to me like, "Yo, don't listen to nobody," and like take everything with a grain of salt. But to an extent, he was right. Like, cause from trying to listen, you can inadvertently start to like what's the word? Copy, and that's when it's a slippery slope where you can become like not as authentic. And one thing I've really noticed is that authenticity does play a huge factor. Like, sure, people don't always want something different, but a lot of the time, like they usually do want let me switch this back. A lot of the time they usually do want something familiar, because when it's a bit more familiar, you could say it's easier to digest. And I think that does help in terms of being heard, being seen, or whatever. Once things are slightly a bit more familiar, it's easier to take in, So I get what he's saying, though.
We're all creators. From the beginning, I never thought any of the things that I'm doing were possible or realistic, and I just did things
big
out
unrealistic.
of the love of them, thinking I would have real jobs, and the thing that my passion would be my hobby, and I'd have a job to support my hobby.
Yeah.
And it just magically turned out different than that without me knowing it was possible. The stars line up at certain times for certain things to happen, and they happen. And
talking about recipes for success,
and it doesn't connect for whatever reason. I found this out from making a lot of stuff. Like, sometimes you make two things that you think are the two best things you've ever made, and one of them connects with the world, and one of them doesn't. And it might not have anything to do with
that's fact.
What's in the art. It might have to do with, it came out the same day as this other thing came out.
That is, you see, that's why I think one thing I'll say is timing. That's why like timing is really important, because it's what season, what period, what's going on, and like you said too, because like you might, if you're not like, this is what I mean about being like in alignment, or like you could have like you could be one of those people who's like, I envision this and da, but you have to be present, otherwise you can do too much, and like I said, it's not as familiar, so it's not as well received. Because let's say it's almost like going against the stream, right? Yeah, there's times where you want to break the mold and push a needle or whatever, but how well do you do it? How digestible is it that you do certain thing? Or like, yeah, you can be an anomaly, right? But if you do it at a certain point, like when it makes sense, it can shift stuff. And for yourself, it might just be so whimsical. It might be just, I did this because I felt like it, and it just goes off. Whether it's music, an art piece, a design, whatever it is, innit? And then there might be another case where it's like you put so much into it, all your time, and this and that, and it's just not clicking for some reason. Like, you love it, you think it's amazing, but it's just not hitting. Yeah, like as I said, that's just something sometimes that's out of your control, right? It's just out of your control.
And that got in the way, or there was a bigger story at the time, or there was some other. Who knows?
Recognize
it's
your
not
season.
It's not in the cards for that person to have that success. It's like there's so much to it that we don't understand.
Yeah.
All we can do is make something good and put it out and hope for the best, and that's all there is. We never know why.
And what he said right there is like exactly what, like I said, I've been trying to learn the past while, just detaching, like letting go of like a perceived outcome, you know, just being present, doing what you can and what you feel in the moment and letting it be. Because it's almost like sometimes when you push and push and push and try and force, it's like the thing just, how'd you say, it's like it escapes you. It's like it gets a bit further away, you know. This can be so much things. It's like whether it's like something you're trying to create, man, even if you want to go even that deep, it could even be love. Like how many times have you like felt like, oh, I really love something or someone. Let's say in the context of a person, I really love someone, right? And you're doing everything you can, but it's like the more you try, it's like the further like that love kind of escapes you, right? So sometimes you just gotta be, you know, you can't force it. It's gotta be authentic. It's gotta be natural. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be for like whatever aspect. But yeah, man.
Why does something work? Even if you make a piece of art, you might, and it works, you may not know why. It's like there are a lot of talented people who never make it because they don't have the work ethic to make it. It's not just talent. Like talent's a piece.
Yeah.
Consistency is key.
You could argue for some people the work ethic.
While the ads are going off here, like you were saying about consistency, right? Let me switch this off because these ads just be bugging, bro. What are you saying? Consistency is key, right? I feel like sometimes when I just don't think about it too much, and I won't say dumb it down, right? But just kind of go not like on a machine thing. Just go, just do the work, right? It's like things just compound, right? And whether I like it or not, whether I want it to or not, things start to work because I'm putting in the time, the effort, not out of like, how'd you put it? We just say like desperation, right? But more so out of just pure action, right? Just pure action. I'm just doing it because it should be done. And it makes me feel like I'm moving as I should naturally. And then from that, it's like things kind of acquiesce around what I'm doing, you know, and everything starts to just compound and work, man. and also on top of that too, it feels less forced, so it doesn't feel like a burden because it feels like this is what's meant to be happening. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a different type of stream, I can't lie. Alright, yo, the ads are done. Cool. Kill.
Trumps the
I
talent.
don't like, you don't know how gas time. I was trying to figure out this mic situation, man.
You know?
What do you say? Is that Trump?
Trumps the talent.
Oh, yeah,
you know? Having worked with a lot of bands, I see that there's often this.
So you're saying basically he said hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Like a lot of people can feel very talented, right? But you can never get too comfortable. You can never get too arrogant on it. Cause yeah, sure, you can be talented, but like you said, like if you feel like you're too talented to do the work, you will get outpaced. And it's not a competition thing per se. It's more so whose wish, whose vibration manifests harder, whose vibration like alters reality more, like in a more powerful way, you know? Whose work speaks more for itself without competing, just pure undeniable like evidence.
friction where, and I'm sure you've seen it in a writing room for comedy, where people are trying to get their idea in.
Yeah.
That's not a collaboration.
No.
It's something else. A real collaboration is when everyone who's there is working together towards whatever is the best thing for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And whether it's your idea or someone else's idea, it doesn't matter. And if you're invested in the collaboration, you want the best idea to win. You don't want your idea to win.
Yo, this is so true. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm working on a mixtape at the moment. I've been working on a mixtape, and throughout the sessions, like, cause it's a collaborative, keep hitting the mic, because it's a collaborative project, right? What I did is I tailored the beats around said artists that I wanted to get to work on a project with me, right? But even in the process of making it, whether it's come down to lyrics or even what's the word? Whether it's lyrics or don't see that. Don't look at that. Golly. Are we looking at my yo, alright, so whether it's the lyrics, yeah, or the beat itself sometimes, or the hook or whatever, I have to put my ego aside, right? Because sure, everyone, and it's not even in a bad or good or bad way, yeah. It's just I might have had a vision for the song. At the end of the day, it's still coming to fruition. But I have to let the other power that is, which is essentially the person I'm collaborating with, manifest their essence onto the song too. Obviously, in context, I'm an artist, so I'm gonna use that as my reference, right? And it's like it allows something that is to become something greater because there's less limitations. I may not see what the other person sees, and vice versa. They may not see what I see. So it's like allowing that space to be, for the creative work to be uplifted, yeah. It just brings a whole other dimension. You attack whatever you're making from a whole different angle. And that's when I see that greatness, yeah, can really be actualized. It can really be achieved because you're not putting a cap on what can be done, you know? You're not putting it in a small box. Like, sure, you may not want to push, you may not want to spread whatever too far or lose objectivity, right? But it's really easy to limit yourself when you only see things through one perspective. That's why you do need to keep solid people around, right? You do need to keep people who you appreciate their vision, their contribution, because then it's like things can really become something great, like. And this is another reason, yeah. That's why I don't really like that the way that nowadays, yeah, because everything's cool, social media, even this, like, what's this gonna go on? A lot of people are like so comfortable like collaborating and creating online, just online, never physically in person anymore. Like, cool. Like, my thing is like, if you're gonna put online, have everybody together so it can then be documented or pushed out online. Because nowadays it's just like, oh yeah, yo, I'll send you this through email, you send this back, and it's kind of like it loses that, like, it loses how do I put it? Like, it loses an aspect of just reality. It's not as, it becomes like synthetic. It doesn't feel real anymore. And that's why, like, sometimes, like, you have like artists and you watch their music videos together, whatever. It's like, yo, there's no real connection in this. You can see, like, oh, this is just a feature. It's not that deep. Like, if I have someone beside me and I'm working on a song, best know I genuinely fuck with that person. You know, like, because I feel like that contributes to just the story, the essence. It makes things more real, you know. Like, I had on this project, I got Nay, like, it's all documented there. It's been on my stories, on this Twitch stream. I had Nay, I had Flynn, I had Mills, I had Jaff. Like, these are all people, like, I respect their creative, like, the creative craft, the creative endeavors. I respect, like, their story, you know. And it's like, I see the drive, I see the talent, and on top of that too is like, they take pride in their work. or they're willing to learn. They're inquisitive. Like for me, what that does when I'm collaborating, that inspires me. So when we're in the studio together and we both kind of have like a reverence for each other, we both kind of have like respect towards each other, it can push us to go even harder. Like, yo, that my bar here wasn't as tough as I thought it could be, or yo, we can change that up because this can be this, and then you just make some gold. Like you make, you know what I mean? Oh man, yeah, man. Yo, I see why like Rick Rubin is a tastemaker. He understands the art of being, the art of just creating, you know?
Right.
He's a very present
person.
person.
What makes it great is the personal.
Yeah.
With all of its imperfections, with all of its
how to make great art.
That's what makes it great. How you see the world, that's different from how everyone else sees the world. That's why you're an artist. That's your purpose in sharing your work with the world.
And that seems to be the case with everything. With literature, it's definitely the case with stand-up comedy.
Everything.
You know, Joe Rogan's on point here too, because this is the thing. The way I view things, yeah, it's like everything is art. You know, like whether it's obviously painting, music, literature, but even as far as like academics, business, all of it is art. There's an art to everything, really. If you want to look through that perspective, like let's say education, right? If you go as far as like a PhD, you have to essentially contribute something new that's never been like a contribution to your field of expertise that's never been discovered before or explored before. You contribute something, you essentially push the needle forward. That's when we look at like stuff like music, fine arts, fashion, all of this stuff, each person, like to their core, they try and bring something new that's never been done before. And like Rick Rubin said, right, that greatness aspect comes from the internal, right? Like their personal perspective, their personal mindset, their personal, experience. Essentially, they're given a whole other look, a whole other perspective, looking through a whole other lens of what can be. And I think that in itself, because like, yeah, they always say like nothing is new, everything has been done before, blase blase, but it's our own like personal, our own personal reality that can shed light on something that's been mundane and give it new life.
You experience that in stand-up comedy where there's these kind of derivative voices where they're kind of like finding what they think other people want to hear, and they start saying it because they've heard other people say similar things that are now successful.
And even if they have some sort of a short-term success doing that, it's not revolutionary. It doesn't change the world. It doesn't last. It can be a momentary thing, but it's never the thing. It's the people who you first see and you might not like that you come to like because you don't understand them at first. Those are the ones that change the world.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you dedicate your fandom to for life. You can't.
Yo, that's like what's that? Was it? I don't know if I think it's Tupac. Yeah, I don't know if this is his quote, if he got it from somewhere else, but he said, "I may not change the world. But I sure will inspire the mind that changes it." And I think that's what he's getting at. It's like a domino effect. Your own unique perspective can leave like a lasting impression on someone else who can then go forward and leave their mark. Like, so in a way you still leave your mark, but it's just it's indirect. It's indirectly, your mark is indirectly left.
Second guess your own taste for what someone else is going to like won't be good.
Right.
We're not smart enough to know what someone else is going to like. To make something. Well, I don't really like it, but I think this group of people like it. That's
a bad way to look.
bad way to play the game of
Yeah.
music or
Yeah.
art.
Art in general,
You
yeah.
have to
You have to do it from your inner self.
do what's personal to you. Take it as far as you could go. Really push the boundaries.
This guy really gets it.
And
Yo, you know I just did as well, yeah. He wear you know that phrase. Wait, let me get rid of this ad real quick. Let's get it. You know that phrase when they say seeing life through rose tinted glasses. He is gas. He's literally he's gas. He's literally wearing like reddish. That's funny.
people will resonate with it if they're supposed to resonate with it. We really are talking about magic. We're talking about
He's saying where ideas come from.
like the universe conspiring on our behalf if we let it. And to be in this flow of catching these waves that anyone can catch.
Big on that. One thing I was really coming into over the years, I've been assessing it, right? But I really came to understand. It's like there's this saying. It's like what you don't use, you forfeit. There's so many different like alterations, so many derivatives of this saying. It's like great minds think alike. It's like if you this is it's this like concept that basically we all kind of share. If you enter a certain vibration, right? If you enter a certain mind frame, a certain energy, you move in a way that is just in tune with what is to be. And it's like if other people can tune into that kind of wave, that type of vibration, what makes you think that they're not going to get the same, or they're going to kind of download that same mindset, idea, inspiration? So it's like, look, you might be sitting on an idea you want to execute, right? I promise you, if you wait too long, someone else is going to do it. That is just how life works. Every single time, without fact, think to yourself, yeah, how many times have I wanted to do something, I sat too long on it, and I saw someone do that exact same thing I wanted to do? I can't explain it. It's just how life works. It's literally just how life works. So that's the thing. You have to be like diligent. You have to like have like a sense of urgency. Because if you say, yeah, if you believe in your heart you really want something and you sit on it, you're kind of telling life, I don't want it that much. So life will just give it. So I keep hitting everything. Life will just give it to somebody else to execute it, to let it come to life. And it will just keep on passing. If that person doesn't do it, it will be given to someone else. And that's why I hit it again. And that's why they say like, oh, there was so like in the graveyard, like it's the richest place because you'll see so many ideas that haven't been done yet. Like, then this just goes back to what I was saying at the start, man. If you know yourself, you need to move as you should. Otherwise, life, like people around, will distract you from what you should be doing. It's like you allow things around you not to execute what you need to do. Because essentially life is saying, do this, please, you keep putting it off. Come, you don't want to do it, let me give it to someone else to do it. And then you be sitting like, like, why are things like getting a bit harder? Why are things not going my way? You know what I mean? Why are things feeling like, why do I feel like off-centered? Why do I feel like I don't really know myself anymore? Because life is giving you a hint and you're not picking it up, It's, man, like, everything doesn't have to be like mumbo jumbo, this and that. I feel like I'm starting to realize there really is just like, how'd you put it? Like kind of rules like to life. And it's like, I feel one thing I'm realizing is like the faster you pick it up, I won't say the easier things get, but the more natural things become. It's like, oh, okay, that's what this is. And I think that's where like people get this like concept of stoicism and this is that. It's like it's about being present and not being affected and knowing what to do, how to be, or just being. Simply put, just being, not forcing things. It's man, life is really beautiful when you look through the right lens.
If you're trying to catch it, you're open to it, you see it coming, you take off on every chance you get, and sometimes the ride happens, and it's remarkable. It's remarkable how it happens.
Flow.
And it doesn't come from, it's not preconceived, it's not an idea, it's through the doing. These things that want to be, that the universe wants to happen now, comes through us.
Oh, like, I think this is my type of content, man.
And if it,
I like to have my ha-has here and there, but stuff like this, I like stuff like this.
if we don't do it, maybe someone else will do it. Have you ever had that experience where you have an idea for something and you don't do it, and then 6 months later you see that someone
What did I just say? What did I just say?
else has done it? It's not because they took your idea. It's that it's time for that. And you can act on it or not.
That just, you know, when they say that, like, something about like, I don't know if success is the term, but like success is when preparation meets opportunity. So it's like you step into what you need it to be for it to happen, or you prepare yourself to be what is needed. Like, if I can find, let me see if I can find that. Like, what is it? Oh, I'm getting a brain fart. What's the thing? Is when, yeah, success is when preparation meets opportunity. The saying, can you guys see that on the, let me see, let me show you. Oh, fuck, I don't know if you guys can see that. One sec. All right, cool. The saying success is when preparation meets opportunity, famously attributed to Zig Ziglar. That's a funny name. Zig Ziglar emphasizes achieving goals often requires consistent effort and readiness to act when a chance arises. So basically seizing the opportunity. Yeah. It's like imagine like a footballer, yeah, or like a basketball. I think sports might be a decent way to like decent analogy. Like, there might be someone that's real talented or whatever. Like, you know, he's got like, I don't know if one of his great genetics is like very athletic build, this and that, but he never shoots every time he gets the ball. It's like, goal is right there, right? Like, are you gonna take a shot? Are you gonna shoot in the hoop? Are you gonna shoot in the rim? Are you gonna take that opportunity? Because like, what's the benefit from it? If you take the opportunity, yeah, you might miss, but you might score too. And it's like, what happens when you score? Everything's like incremental. Everything's like compounds. So every time you score, you win more. You win more. You know. So it's like, if you don't take the shot, you don't want the it's like you're telling the team, which is life, you don't want the opportunity. So I guess life, shoot, man. It suggests that success isn't just about good fortune, but a result of being prepared for a challenge or opportunity that presents itself, allowing one to take full advantage of the situation. Hey, c'est la vie, hein? Sick. Yeah, man. Cool. That's interesting. It's really interesting. I can't lie. It's not too bad. All right. So what's my like Ruben saying, blood?
Not. And if you see, and the artists, the best artists are the ones who have the best antenna for this material that's available. It's coming through. The best comedians see the best jokes. They see them coming. We all live in the same world. The way you see it, you have the best joke because you see it best. And one of the reasons you can, I believe that you can see it best is because you don't believe what the structure around you assumes to be the case.
Question everything.
So much of it has to do with humor, like
and being like
when it's
what he said. I want to go back to what he said right there, because I really do believe having an inquisitive mind can be such like a good like a weapon in your arsenal. Like, if you can kind of question, you can kind of deconstruct, you can break down, you can push the mold, like what things are and what people say should be, you know. Like, so I think that's what I'm perceived when he talks about seeing the opportunity, you know. It's like looking outside or thinking outside of the box, you know? Seeing in the moment what other people don't see and making a moment out of it.
What the structure around you assumes to be the case. So much of it has to do with humor. Like when
In this life, if you don't laugh, you cry.
it's good, it makes you laugh, even if it's not funny.
Yeah.
You know, like the surprise nature of things. When you hear the unexpected, you laugh, and it feels good. It's a good feeling. Because what collaborating is about is we're always collaborating at all times.
Collaborating with the universe.
That's how it works. Like we're taking in information, we're vibing on it.
Essentially being
In the past,
tune,
when someone
being in
recommended
alignment.
something to me, it sounded like it wasn't for me. It's like, oh, okay. Now, if more than one person recommends something to me that sounds bad, I always check it out because, like, the universe wants me to know about this.
Interesting.
The way it tells me is a couple of people came up and said, "Why don't you check?"
I would say take that with a grain of salt. You get me? Like take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes, temptation still exists. You know, that is a factor. It's up to you. It's what you see. If you see it as bad, then it might just be bad. If you see it as good, because some people see the solution of a problem, while other people see a problem in the solution. So take everything with a grain of salt.
this out. That's if we listen to what's going on around us. You can overhear a conversation in a coffee shop, and it is the setup for an idea that you're talking about, the right way to say a particular joke that you're working on. You hear a phrase. It's not a phrase you commonly use. You hear someone else say it. My experience is when you are open and looking for these clues in the world, they're happening all the time, and they're happening often right when you need them.
It's not only little.
It's like what they say about what was it? It was a red car theory. When you're openly looking for something, that's when you're more like, when you're aware and you're looking, the likelihood of you seeing it, when you're looking for that opportunity is like life kind of reflects back and you see or you find what you're looking for. That was interesting, man. Shout out Rick Rubin. Interesting tastemaker. I think the other thing I seen was I'm just curious. I'm just chilling right now. Yo, this dude, look at it. Speaking of swag, look at the drip. Look at the drip. I don't know. Is this HD? It's so Tyler the Creator, the Don't Tap the Glass interview. I don't know if I'll stick around for too long of this, but let's see what's up. Let's see what he's saying.
You're like the perfect human. You're early and you bought coffee.
Yeah. I'm an early bird, and I was like, just like fucking waiting. So I was just like, I'm gonna just come early and just see what's up.
What is
Yo,
What is?
I'm noticing a lot of people are starting to do the whole mustache thing, like singular mustache thing right now. What's going on? What's all this about?
Hey, is this starting?
Yeah,
Oh, why the fuck y'all niggas ain't say nothing?
because
Okay.
I don't know.
Ain't nothing gonna change.
I don't know what a start and an end is anymore, to be honest with you, at this point.
You know them
And I
ones.
feel like whenever I see you, we pick up where we left off to some degree, but there's a lot of stuff has happened since the last time we did this in front of a camera. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in so long, since 2017. That might
Yeah,
have been,
Damn.
yeah, whenever it was, 18, 17, something
That might have
like
been August or September.
Yeah, that's right. You came to my house.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great day. What's your relationship with sleep like?
Oh, I get my sleep. I don't play. I'm not a
Sleep
I've
is
always been an
important
early
though.
bird.
But you
Out
go to
8:45. Oh, what we doing? Nothing. I'm going home to my bed.
right.
I will make out with that pillow, brother.
Make out is crazy.
What about when you're on tour though? Because how's the adrenaline kick in, like, or not kick in? as the
Same
case may
thing,
be?
because I don't be out late. So,
Yeah.
like, go on stage at 9:30. I'm off at 11. Shower, eat. Depending on the city, say hi to folks. So I'm in bed by on the butts like 12:31. Wake up around 6:30, 7. Could be 8 depending on how late, but I'm an early bird. I'm up. I do not be out. Like I do not get FOMO. I want my bed.
Yeah. How's the tour feeling? When I saw it, I loved the way
that
the
camera's so
screens
nice,
were
man.
following you around at an MCU at a medium close-up. And you know how screens, whenever people put things on screens at big shows, they're like, yeah, show the widest shot possible. It's like,
I can't wait to
no,
get a new
zoom
chair.
in.
My thing is, and I've done
This
this.
chair
I tried
is
to-
gone true.
I remember when I did the Grammy performance, and I came to them with the idea, and I'm with the camera folks saying this. I'm like, bro, this is not about the crowd. People, I don't need my performance to be about the crowd reactions or them. This is not about them. This is about me. So when I'm